everybody. Today we're going to be starting Geeks and Girls X fast, because I've only got about 3. Incredible Hulk, and I am here to do a review of the event. Greetings, Geeks and Girls. Wow, that was... See... I think it's clear. Alright? Man, temporal flux is a pain in the butt. Okay. Now, where were we? Greetings, Geeks and Girls. I'm the Joyful Jester. Welcome back to my new and improved nerd cave. And... yeah... awkward face. Okay, here's the deal. Due to an anomaly that I'm not familiar with yet, it has been 4 years since our last comic book movie review. And that must have also been the same reasoning why my outfit kept changing despite me never noticing. Hopefully my outfit will stay consistent this time. But enough of all that. Let's get back to business. Let's get back to reviewing comic book movies, with one major change. They will no longer be in release date order, otherwise I'll go insane trying to do all of this. Plus, I don't want to just talk about a movie that everyone already talks about if I don't have anything new to say. And boy do we have an interesting one today. Green Lantern. Now, everybody and their mother has talked about this movie. Even Ryan Reynolds himself have boycotted it by this point, but here's a hot take. It's not as bad as people say.
Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?
Yes, but that's irrelevant. Let me explain myself, but first, let's get a little background on our hero. The Silver Age of DC Comics, to me, can be summed up in 3 major events. The introduction of Barry Allen as the Flash, the introduction of Hal Jordan as Green Lantern, and the formation of the Justice League. We'll be focusing on Hal Jordan for the sake of this review. Hal Jordan was a former military test pilot who was chosen by a fallen Green Lantern who fell to Earth during a battle to become one of the members of the Corps, to patrol a specific sector, 2814, which is Earth. The Green Lantern ring he is given allows him to basically create any kind of weapon, or anything really, out of his imagination using holographic constructs. I keep saying Corps because that they're basically like cops patrolling different sectors, and there's actually quite a few Green Lanterns. Alan Scott, John Stewart, Kyle Rayner, Batman's Punching Bag, the list is numerous. But we're focusing on Hal today because, well, it's his movie. Now that we've got that backstory out of the way, let's get into the pros and cons of this movie and see how it handles its character. First, the pros. Oa looks gorgeous. I don't care if this movie has the texture of a wiffle ball bat. The visuals on Oa are just astoundingly beautiful. Also, the constructs are not bad. The CG is a bit dated, but I think this is about the best way you could do this with computers, and it does look rather appealing. I also think that Hal's supporting cast is really well written. Sinestro, Kilowog, Tomar Ray, they all feel very in character, and they're actually done rather well. And I'm just gonna say what you're not supposed to say. Ryan Reynolds was actually good casting for Hal Jordan.
What?
Yes, I know I should be fed to Galactus. For those who are still here, please let me explain. Look, Hal Jordan, as a character, is supposed to be the lovable scallywag. He's the one who will constantly turn down dumb plans if they sound impractical, but he's also the one who will jump into a dangerous situation because he knows no fear. And Ryan Reynolds is good at playing those type of characters. He's supposed to be like the Han Solo, the loose cannon, who will do really dumb stuff, but for a good reason. Besides, we either want Nathan Fillion to play the character in the next one, or Jon Stewart instead of Hal Jordan, right? Right. Okay, let's continue. Now on to the cons. The plot is paper thin. It's really just a watered-down, cliché version of Hal Jordan's origin story. The romantic mystery is just not gripping. The villains are as dull as dishwater, and the one that does matter, Hal is not supposed to be fighting this early. I mean, just, he should have fought the Manhunters or Atrocitus. Why is he fighting Parallax in the first film? That's like having the Justice League fight Darkseid in their very first movie. Oh, right. Speaking of which, don't get me started on the color grading in this movie. Feels like Paraphrase just marked his territory all over the movie. Overall, this movie is just one giant mixed bag. I don't know who to blame for this. The director, maybe the studio just didn't know how to tell Green Lantern's origin story, despite this movie existing. But it just doesn't feel right to know that. Batman's had countless movies, Superman's had countless movies, Wonder Woman's at least had one good one. Green Lantern had one horrible movie, and they never attempted to adapt him into a film ever again. Keep that in mind, people. This new Superman movie coming out is going to be the first time a Green Lantern has been in a film in a long time, especially even as a major character. Heck, they wouldn't even introduce Green Lantern in the Justice League movie because of just how infamous this movie was. But I just don't think it deserves to be stood alongside real stinkers like Catwoman and Steel. That's just wrong, especially to the character of Green Lantern. But as for my ranking, I give it a 3 issues out of the long box. It's definitely not horrible, but it's just got way too many problems, and it clearly didn't look like the movie knew what it was trying to do in a post-Nolan Batman world. But that's my review. I'm the Joyful Jester, and it's good to be back.